Hello Capricorn, this is your love scope for the second half of February 2017. I'm going to do this a little different regarding sun, moon, and rising energies just to keep this video a little bit shorter. So there is one really strong message that is coming through for you guys, okay? And I just want to get that out first and foremost. So for those Capricorns who have been going through a divorce, or you didn't even have to be married because we have engagement there. So this just could have been a very serious relationship because we have contract underneath it, and then anxiety, the reverse 10 of coins, and then the 3 of cups, okay? And then what follows also just totally reiterates this. So this to me was a very serious relationship or a marriage, and you've been going through the process of breaking up or divorcing, okay? And it's been very financially draining. I'm feeling this especially strong for Capricorn male, okay? But through this process, there has been a friend that has been very supportive, or maybe you guys have even been kind of intimate, like there's just somebody that has really been there for you through all of this, okay, through your separation, divorce. And this is so interesting because I feel a kind of a split here. So this person who was there for you, for some, they walked away. They were tired of waiting or dealing with the drama that was attached to you, okay? For others, this person has just been there as a friend, okay? And they've just steadily been there. But either way, I feel like you and this person, you end up together. Because over here in the Sexual Magic Tarot, it's so beautiful. Now, this could be a Capricorn female too, okay, that is going through a divorce and you've had a male friend. It just feels very strong, the masculine energy here. So we have the King of Wands, which this card is actually called Embrace. This is about hugging and being there for each other. And then we have the Sun, which is a fusion of energy. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a bond, physical, emotional, and spiritual. So this friend that has been there for you, it's like I just see this story where here they are just being supportive of you, okay? And then here's where this energy shifts, and maybe this is like we're making out, or or finally this is when you just out of nowhere start seeing them in this different light, and then this is here where you become intimate, and it's a beautiful connection, body, heart, and soul, okay? So those of you that are resonating with this first message, that have been going through this, and you've had this friend, even if they've walked away from you, I really see a love connection that's there for you when you're ready. Also, and this is, if you're having a lot of financial issues due to this separation and divorce, and I feel like if you're a Capricorn male, some of you, your children, your ex may be being very difficult, and you may be having a lot of issues about seeing your children, or paying child support, something along those lines, because we have anxiety and then financial constraints, and then we also have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So what this says to me, if you're having a lot of financial issues right now, don't worry about it. In fact, take your mind out of that anxiety and worry, because that's not helping you out. You need to be this emperor right here and recognize that you are in control and everything will work out. And the more you feed that dragon, that's the one that will win and prevail, okay? And even with your kids, with the 3 of Cups right next to them, right next to your child, they could be having a birthday, and maybe because of this financial issues you're having, it's like you can't give them the same elaborate party that the co-parent is, or something like that. I see worry about money and children through this separation and divorce, but Spirit's saying you just need to be patient, okay? You are going to walk away from all of this heavy energy, and it's truly going to shift into this, which this is the Six of Cups, and this is a very sweet and tender energy. So that is really what you need to embody and not feel disempowered at all if you're going through this, okay? For others of you, I feel either you just got engaged, or you're gonna propose, or you're about to get married or buy a house. There's some big event that is very costly, okay? And I see the worry about that, okay? It's just like a perfect story. So here's engagement and contract. So we're engaged and now we're going to get married. But here we are being very worried about how we're going to pay for this elaborate event, okay? So this could even be, if you are an older Capricorn and your child is getting married, just because of what I see in these cards, that might be where all this money concern and around your child stems from, is because you are the one that's going to foot the bill, okay? But again, I see everything truly working out. If it's just you, the couple, that's worrying about how you're going to pay for this wedding. Again, I see with patience here, and then also let your friends help. Things are going to work out for you, okay? Even if you feel there's financial constraint at this time. Maybe even for some of you, this makes so much sense, okay? For some of you, you might want to have this wedding right away, okay? If you got engaged or you've been engaged, like you really want to get married. And I love that this particular angel is depicted by winter, because in the United States, we're in the winter months right now. So this is so synchronistic with that. If you're trying to get married like right now or within like the next few months, and you have all this worry about finances, this Spirit's saying, listen, there's a reason why there's this financial constraint, because now is truly not the right time. With patience there, you saw how she's holding that clock. You are really excited and gung-ho, okay? And for some of you, maybe your parents are just outright refusing to help you, and it's going to be your friends that do. But you are going to love your partner in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, if you want to marry them, okay? Getting married is just one thing that is pretty much, depending on your ceremony, like an hour or less of time of your life, where you are exchanging the vows that are already known and spoken between your souls in front of other people, and then you sign a paper. So you don't have to be married to share the bond that would be present between a husband and wife. And if you have a very specific type of wedding that you want to have, then allow the proper amount of time that it would take between now and all the money you need to make that happen, and then have faith in the universe and put it out there, okay? Because with walking away, I feel this is Spirit saying, listen, you need to walk away from your worries, and maybe this can't happen in the time frame in which you want it to, but I promise you this, by you waiting, you're really going to be happy that you did. You're going to have a deep sense of gratitude, because what comes from that is one of two things. For some of you, this means like you're going to have that wedding, and you need to give yourself more time to have the money for that, and things are going to show up. For others of you, I feel like that you're engaged or you're going to be married or you're moving in together, because all of this financial worry could also be because you're about to buy a house, okay? And you're just having those worries about how are we going to pay for this? This is a huge strike, a huge hike in what we have to put out every month, and so on and so forth. But for others, I feel where there's this period of having to wait before you get married or move in together or something, it's because you guys are actually, something's going to happen, and you, Capricorn, are going to end up walking away from this relationship for some reason, okay? It's not in the cards whatsoever as to why that happens. There's nothing here that says why. I just know that it's your energy that walks away from the relationship, and that's why there was this period of wait where you couldn't proceed forward. And again, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have a great sense of appreciation that it didn't work out, because there is some other romance that I feel you've had before that's going to resurface back into your life, and that's where the gratitude comes in for the original relationship not working out for you, is because of this, okay? Now, some of you may be at that point right now where you have been engaged for a while and you are like, nope, I'm kind of changing my mind. I don't want to do this. How do I end this now? Okay, because with this walking away in the spread, there are some of you who are experiencing that right now, okay? And what Spirit says with your advice cards here is be authentic to you, but also practice compassion. So if you have to end a relationship, you know, be true to yourself and do it. Don't just marry somebody because you're this far in, or you're scared that this may be the best thing, but you're not 100% sure. No, when you marry somebody, you have to be 100% sure, especially with this Emperor coming out. You need to be 100% sure, okay? For others of you, okay, for others, you are single, and it has nothing to do with, you know, the ending of a relationship. Like, you've been single for a while, and okay, you need to go out more. And more than that, some of you, there's a friend from your past that you haven't ever been with before in a romantic way whatsoever. And I think if there's an offer that is put your way by this person, you you need to take a chance on love, okay? Because the coming of you guys together, this is like the sexual magic energy. This is a beautiful card to get. This is, like I said, a connection between body, heart, and soul. So if there is this friend that resurfaces, or they don't even have to resurface, this could just be a friend that's been around for a while that you never really looked at that way in a romantic sense. It's like you're walking away from being just friends and you're coming into this romance that kind of takes you by surprise, and you need to take a chance on love. If you're feeling that internal pull towards somebody that's just been only your friend, give it a shot. Or maybe all of a sudden now you're feeling just one of your friends and you need to put yourself out there. I see it working out in your favor, okay? Let me see if I get any more specific messages before I read your advice cards here. Honestly, the strongest energy that comes through for Capricorn the second half of February for love energies is definitely some sort of friendship that just turns super passionate kind of unexpectedly. And Others, you are walking away from marriage or engagement, a serious relationship, and it's put a real big strain on your finances, and especially with kids involved, it's like just a mess on that level for some of you. But again, it's have patience through this process, because I see it working out well. And if you are really estranged from your kids, or your ex is trying to take full custody of them, I see that they are in your future, okay? And really rely on your friends to help you, keep you strong through this. Because for you guys, I see here's the relationship ended between you and your lover, but you and your child, or you and your children, everything's just fine for you guys. So no matter what's happening right now, just stay in control of yourself, be strong, you know, and also have very strong boundaries right now. It's very important, because the Emperor, he's not an emotional guy. Okay, he is the governor of an entire kingdom, the whole land. So he's not emotional. He's going to stay solid and grounded, and not let the worries of life or the heartaches of his emotions dictate, you know, the choices that he makes. He's going to stay solid and grounded in how he proceeds, and that is why he's going to be victorious, okay? So, others, you know, there may just be somebody that you walked away from that shows back up in the second half of February, and you guys are just going to start out as friends this last 2 weeks, and you might feel passion, they might feel passion towards you, but for whatever reason, you guys are just going to remain friends, and you might run into them while you're out, or at a party, or through a mutual friends gathering, or, you know, something like that. But that connection I see is just more of a friendship these last 2 weeks, but I do feel like it's going to kind of blossom into something more. But it's like the friendship aspect of it is creating this beautiful foundation, and that's why Spirit isn't going to push more on that, because you're attracted to them and they're attracted to you. But I don't get the sense that you guys are like, oh my God, I met the one and all of that. I don't get that sense at all. It's more just like there's this friend vibe that's, you know, and that is going to move you forward. Now, some of you, you may have had like kind of a one-night stand or something with somebody or whatever, but you guys are going to decide to be really good friends moving forward. So if you did kind of have a one-night stand with somebody and you're not feeling them sexually, but you have a really good like vibe with them, Spirit's saying don't walk away from them because you guys aren't sexually compatible. You know, let the romance go, because you guys are going to be really, really good friends, okay? Now, for the advice, and this is strongest for Capricorn Sun, be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So, in all situations in regards to love and romance, Capricorn, you need to be straight up and honest and real these last 2 weeks of February. And what I mean by that is real to you. If you don't have positive things to tell somebody and they're asking you the question, you need to answer truthfully and not sugarcoat it to spare feelings or anything of the sort, okay? You need to be real to how you feel. And, you know, if you're feeling a lot of anxiety and sadness around this divorce, breakup, you know, all the red tape you're dealing with, be real to yourself that you are afraid, but also remember that you have this Emperor energy, which tells me that you will get through this just fine. You just need to have patience, okay? It really, it's going to work out just fine for you. So just be real to yourself, and even if there's lies being told about you, don't react. Just don't even give it attention. You know who you are, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day, okay? So, next set of advice, which is strongest for Capricorn Moon, is take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So this clearly is talking a lot about these friendship connections that turn into love, or that friend that's been there for you through all of your drama. No matter what, when there is this compatibility that shows up for you, you know, in these last 2 weeks of February, don't just outright reject it. Take a chance. This is saying that if you do, you're going to have a much more positive result than you anticipate, okay? And more than that, let these 2 weeks have you vibing in a place of more love in general, just for everyone and everything. And that will certainly attract more love into your life, okay? And lastly, we have practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. I believe you guys received this for your weekly oracle for the 13th through the 19th. It's funny that, was that you guys, or was that Sag? I can't remember. I think it was Sag. Never mind. I take it back. It was Sag. This is Capricorn. But practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. This card alone, that message pretty much speaks for itself. You know, everything is a matter of personal perception and how you choose to see and, you know, any given situation or person or circumstance is truly setting the stage for how you're going to experience it in a physical sense in your reality. So really consider the power of your thoughts. And when it comes to other people, even if you have to share a harsh truth, do it gently. If you have to end a relationship because you are truly ready just to walk away, be soft about it, because there's this chance that you guys could be really good friends somewhere down the road, or even maybe from now going forward, just depending on how long you've been with this person and so on and so forth. So, you know, it's just different for everybody. But these last 2 weeks of February, be really gentle and compassionate with others and yourself, okay? And nature, for sure, just because I see the bird and the squirrel. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn, in regards to love and romance for the second half of February 2017. I hope that offered you some guidance, and I hope that you guys have a very beautiful and blessed rest of February. Take care.